Und willkommen zurück. Diesmal werden wir wohl den Steinriesen oder was auch immer ist besiegen, beziehungsweise töten, warum sage ich besiegen? Ich hoffe es zumindest mal. Ich kann es gleich noch verkaufen. Yep. Ganzen useless Crap mal verkaufen. Ranger only. Glaube ich wieder so viel Zeug. 164. 72. Okay, mal schauen, was es zu kaufen gibt. Nee. 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 Obwohl ich glaube, die Stiefel von dem Set habe ich noch gar nicht. Nein? Aber nee, scheiß drauf. So, den Helm gebe ich dann dem Ranger. Und was war das andere? Der Stab, glaube ich, ja, der Stab. Gebe ich der Tusse. Mal schauen, ich hoffe, die bringen denn noch was. So. Ich denke mal, hier ist dann eh der Bosskampf. So groß wie das aussieht. Wow. Ja. Scheint ihn ja ziemlich zu jucken. Nein, nicht durch die durchhauen. Oh. Kann ich uns seine Beine schicken. Einmal habe ich ihn noch. Oh, explodiert. Jetzt kann ich ihn hoffentlich in die Fresse oder so. In die Arme. Okay. Wow! Scheiße. Das ist ganz schön was rein. Auch wenn man die beiden kaum bewegen sieht. Mach schon execute. Ja, klar. Und ist dabei unbesiegbar. Der Zwerg ist viel zu klein für den. Ich war doch so weit weg. Ey, wieder nicht, also. Okay. Oh, das macht Schaden. Einmal noch sowas und dann ist er wohl down. Wieder auf die Beine, ja, ist immer dasselbe Muster. Aber naja, wenigstens ein Bosskampf mal. Ey, what the fuck, ich war so weit weg, die Druckwelle davon ist ja übel. Ich glaube, der Zwerg ist echt zu klein, der kann gar nicht getroffen werden. Mann, Warcry anmachen. Die Arme. So, wenn ich ihn jetzt noch mal in die Kopfphase bekommen sollte. Dann dürfte das für ihn gewesen sein. Der will nicht in die Kopfphase, okay. Keine Pfeile mehr oder worum geht der in den Nahkampf? Was geht jetzt ab? Kann ich vielleicht mal Evasion stellen? Evasion sage ich schon. Sanctuary. Bin ich weit geflogen? What the fuck? Epics? Nein, nicht wirklich. Ja, aber der will hier doch eine riesige Schatztruhe haben. Ich meine, das ist ein Steingigant, der hier irgendwo in den Bergen lebt. Der muss einen Steingigantenhort haben. Das ist ja schon fast ein Drache. Oder auch nicht? Nicht? Nein? Nein, echt nicht? Ach komm. Ich dachte, jetzt gibt's Fett Epics, aber nein. Oh, der lebt noch, der atmet durch die Nase. Oh, Zwerg, dreh dich um. Ja, das, als ob die das nicht hören würden. Zweite Phase. Ne, jetzt kommt der Adler. Oh, perfekt. Hack ihm die Augen aus.
It is finished. My people are avenged.
And
Boah,
behold,
wie
here come
edel
your
ist denn
kin.
das?
My lord.
Oh, der hat auch Gold, der hat eine Goldkette, das ist so
Appears to
mega.
have done our work for us,
Obwohl, ich
Balaram.
glaube, ich hätte es nicht Neger
Not
sagen
I,
sollen.
Lord Gwaihir. Your thanks belong to these three. Andriel, Farin, and Aradan. It is they who rid us of Bargrisar.
The same three that saved you at Fornost.
Indeed, a remarkable chance that we should meet again.
If chance it was, your fates seem strangely intertwined. But be that as it may, we are doubly grateful to you. First for saving the life of Balaram, and now for slaying the giant.
We're glad your fallen kin have been avenged. That giant was a threat to all free folk. It's only right that we stood together to destroy him.
Well spoken. But I wonder what purpose you had for coming to the Ettenmoors. This is no place for idle wandering.
Ah,
To be
nein,
rude,
verklickt.
but before we go much further, I'd like to know if we have any more giants to deal with.
There are other giants, certainly, but none that we would consider an enemy. Bargrisar was ever inclined to mischief, and was shunned by his own folk. Yet I never thought him capable of murder. He must have been persuaded to undertake these actions.
We have discovered signs that Agandar has been here in the Ettenmoors, that same servant of the Dark Lord that we encountered at Fornost.
Then we need look no further for the source of Bargrisar's corruption. But how is it you chose to search these remote moors for Agandar?
Elrond Half-Elven sent us. He had a feeling the enemy might be gathering here.
I will not question the wisdom of Master Elrond. He sees much that is hidden from others. Yet I fear you have come too late to find Agandar. We have searched the Ettenmoors thoroughly in our hunt for Bargrisar, yet we have seen no sign of this servant of the Dark Lord. If he was here, we can be reasonably certain he is here no longer. My people will work to disperse the enemy forces that remain in the moors. We will be on guard against the return of Agendaur.
Then we should return to Elrond at Imladris. He will be anxious for news, and we have already been long away.
I will arrange for a messenger.
My lord, I owe my life to these three. And I too believe Agendaur to be a grave threat to the free peoples of the north. Eagles no less so than any other. If you would grant me leave, I wish to accompany them and aid them in their quest.
You ask a great deal, Balaram. I may have need for all my followers soon. Yet I perceive a great destiny awaits these three, and it seems you are now part of it. Very well. I will grant you permission to join with them for as long as you see fit.
Unless Balaram plans to carry his friends like sheep in his talons, he will need help. If it pleases you, my lord, I will gladly accompany them as well.
I too have a stake in this quest. Let me be the third.
So be it. 3 who cleave the air to match 3 who walk
What
the
the
earth.
fuck,
May
man? Das ist ja mal
fortune
geil.
favor you all. Armanel, Barenthor, you shall be at Balaram's command. Obey his word until such time as you return to us. Now I must depart. Many forces are at work across Middle-earth, and many events take shape. I must consider what part the Eagles will play in them.
Farewell wherever you fare, Lord Gwaihir.
Oh, 3 von denen. What the fuck? Ich glaube, das wird übelst geil. Sollte ich langsam vielleicht mal wieder Charaktere swappen? Aber nee. Warte ich glaube ich noch ein bisschen. Oder vielleicht, ach, ich weiß es nicht. Aber der Zwerg ist halt so übelst geil.
You return at last. We grew concerned for you. I fear you have missed your chance to say farewell to the members of the Fellowship, for they have departed. Clearly you found danger in the Ettenmoors.
We found trolls and orcs preparing for war, just as we had feared. And they were led by a renegade stone giant.
He had made attacks against Gwaihir's people.
With the help of the eagle Balaram, we were able to make an end of the giant.
That was well done, but this is troubling. Why would a stone giant act in this manner? They have never been hostile to free folk before.
We took these tokens from some of our fallen foes.
Some of them bear the Black Raven emblem of Agendaur.
Then we can be certain he is behind the giant's descent into evil. But there are also other tokens here I recognize. These are the marks of the orcs of Mount Gundabad, far to the north.
Mount Gundabad? What do you know of that place?
It is a great peak that stands far to the north, at the meeting point of the Misty Mountains and the Grey Mountains. Once, Gundabad was a delving of the dwarves, but it was abandoned long ago. It has since become a stronghold of the orcs. It would be hard-pressed to find a more dangerous location in all the north.
Maybe Agendaur is hiding out there, at Gundabad.
It may well be. From Mount Gundabad, the orcs have many tunnels and secret pathways connecting the hidden mines and orc holes of the Misty Mountains. The orcs can move along those routes in great numbers without being seen. If Agendaur is raising an army to fight for his master in the north, it is certain he will have traveled to Gundabad. The evidence you have uncovered confirms this to be so, yet we have no way of knowing if he is there still.
Perhaps not. But we should not sit idle waiting for him to begin the war on his terms. At the very least, we might learn what the orcs are planning.
To walk into such an orc-infested pit as Mount Gundabad would seem like folly. But you have proven your skill and daring many times over. And too, you have the eagles to aid you. It may be that you will find a way to take the enemy by surprise. It is certain that, were you to destroy Agendaur, you would cut the heart from Sauron's plan to make war in the north.
Then let's get cutting. We're off to Mount Gundabad.
Your courage is commendable, but be certain you are well prepared. Mount Gundabad will not be forgiving of the unwary. Farewell, and may the stars shine upon your path.
So, ich glaube, ich habe mit dem noch wegen anderen Quests reden müssen, wenn ich mich nicht ver... Ja, genau.
I found this scroll at Forno.
A wise decision. This is writ in the black speech of Mordor, a language I will not utter here. It is intended to instruct the reader in the use of dark sorceries.
Good thing we captured this, then. What will you do with it?
I will destroy this scroll, at the very least. But wait, here I discover more. Listen to what is written herein. Scribed by the hand of Agandaur, disciple of the great Lord Sauron, for the empowerment of his servant Wulfrun and those others of his faithful who prove worthy. I will speak no more of these blasphemies, but it does say that this scroll is one of 7 such works.
So there are 6 more of these accursed things. Maybe we can find them all.
That would be a great service to our cause. Should you recover them all, bring them to me, and I will ensure they are destroyed.
You can count on that.
In the meantime, please accept this in appreciation for bringing this matter to my attention. Perhaps it will be of service to you in your travels.
One more thing. I found this book hidden away in the ruins of Fornost. It looks to be quite old.
Ah, now this is writing of an altogether more wholesome sort. This was not made by any minion of Sauron, but rather by the men of Arthedain, likely before the...
You could be right, for we found it in a chamber that had been long sealed. Can you make out any of the writing?
Indeed. It seems to be a personal journal. And here is a name inscribed. M-A-L. Why, this appears to be a work of Malbeth, the seer of...
Malbeth? Never heard of him.
Many of the Dunedain race are gifted with foresight, but none more than Malbeth. He predicted the final destruction of the kingdom of Arthedain, which befell exactly as he had foretold. I will examine this work carefully. Who knows what other visions are here recorded. It may be that we will find something of value to us in this time of trouble. You did well in bringing this to me.
My thanks to you. Farewell for now.
So, haben wir das erstmal. Schauen die Choice of Reward. Aha. 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 Nehmen wir einfach das. Ist jetzt ja nicht so toll, was da drin ist. Okay, der hat gar keine Beschreibung. Da hätte ich halt dann endlich mal die Dexterity. Aber... Ey, ich nehme den hier. Scheiße, wenn ich jetzt die ganzen Dexterity da rausnehme, weil ich dann noch viel mehr für meine neue Armbrust brauche. Jetzt bin ich bei 10 oder so. 11. Ja, dann werde ich die nächsten paar Level ja, alle Punkte da reinhauen dürfen.
Hello again.
A true smith.
My fellow smiths and I have recently completed a... Now that it is complete, I've turned...
What can you tell?
Narsil was the sword of Elendil, a mighty lord of the Dunedain who defied the Dark Lord in the War of the Lost Alliance. He brought... It was to remain broken until the day when an heir of Elendil would go to war to reclaim the crown and title of king. And now...
What do you mean?
Simply that certain objects... Sadly,
Maybe I could...
I would be pleased to have your help. I will... But to be of use, the gemstones must be of the highest quality. Fortunately, we have as a guest a dwarf of the Lonely Mountain. Glowin is his name, and he is skilled in the appraisal of gems.
Ich repariere doch einfach alles. Den Schaden, ja, natürlich, ich den Schaden rein. Da sind die edlen Geschöpfe. So, dann denke ich mal, dass es als nächstes zu diesem Berg Gundabad oder wie auch immer gehen wird. Okay, hier geht's nicht weiter, dann werde ich wohl mit den Falken wieder reden dürfen. Ich glaube, der braune war es. Nein, der braune war es doch nicht. Dann war es der hier, der andere braune. Nein, der war es auch nicht. Dann war es der braune. Ach nee, hier. Proceed. Mount Gundabad.